Let's have feet hip width apart, toes forwards. Good. Have a look down at your toes. Can you lift them, separate them, place them back down? Can you be nice and active through that big toe? My left's much better than my right. Push down into it, lifting up through the arch. Trying to make sure you lift through the arch, through the inside of that lower leg there, not gripping with the fronts of the ankles. So lifting through the arches, soften through the knees. I heard somebody on my Instagram today call that a micro bend. So have a micro bend in your knee. Tuck your bottom under. Try to activate this, so shorten the gap between your ribs and your pelvis at the front. Shorten. Good. Tuck your bottom under. Brilliant. Drop your shoulders. Broaden and open out through your chest. Have your arms down by your side for a little change there. My top is exactly the same size as the TV behind, so I look like I'm floating. Side to side. Good. Squeeze through one glute and then the other. Brilliant. Keeping the shoulders down, the chest open, the chin tucked, lengthening up through the back of the neck. Resist the urge to bend through the body from side to side like that. Just gliding from side to side, squeezing one glute and then the other, drawing in the tummy the whole time. It's a lovely exercise to just go sort of from head to toe really. Is your chin tucked? Is your chest open? Shoulders down. Draw in the tummy. Feel one glute squeeze and then the other. Feel one thigh squeeze a little bit and then the other. Good. Are your knees just slightly soft? Taking the weight from foot to foot, your feet aren't gripping, and your weight is perhaps a little bit back through the heels. Good work. Let's keep the hips still now, and with the arms down by the side, slide one hand down at a time. Drawing in the tummy, pushing the fingertips down on one side and down on the other side, dropping the shoulder, elongating down through the arm. Get some nice deep breaths in at this point as well. Lovely. Good work. Stop in the centre. Take the head over to the right. Feel that stretch down the side. Make sure you're not rotating down as well. That is another stretch, but this one I want the eye line pointing straight forward. Take that right arm and pull the head over to the side. Check the left arm and stretch down with your fingertips down towards the floor. That just really intensifies that stretch there to the side. I tell you what, when most people come in to me with neck problems, this side bend is usually the one that is particularly restricted. Good. And then to the other side. It's one that we don't use in everyday life too much. Turning to reverse in the car, that kind of thing, that's all quite normal. Turning just to look to the side to somebody, quite normal. But this side bend is one that we don't do so much. Good. Hands locked behind your head with the elbows wide. Push your chin backwards, so push your head back into your hands. Drop your shoulders at the same time and elongating the back of the neck, tucking the chin. Don't allow yourself to tuck the chin forwards. You're doing a direct translation backwards. And this really helps with that pokey chin, looking at the computer screen all day. Good work. Arms straight out to the side. Pulsing the hands backwards and forwards. Recheck your position, bend your knees a little bit, tuck your bottom under, shoulders down, pulsing back and forth. Good. Now that's making my left arm tingle right now. Quite normal to get those tingles. Usually probably means that you've got yourself a little bit tight. in some kind of repetitive position. Palms down, pulse up and down. Not trying to fly. Drop the shoulders down, scoop in the tummy. Great. Lovely. Arms stretch straight up. I neither want you to be reaching up into your shoulders like that. I've just noticed I've got a hole underneath that elbow, armpit. Not all the way up like that, squashing your head. But all the same, I don't want you to be pushing too far down. I want you relaxed in between somehow. And then pulsing in and out with your hands like that. Again, bottom tucked under, tummy in. And breathe. Palms facing out. Pushing out. Pushing out into a sort of invisible force there. Great. Palms facing in again. And we're going to do some triceps randomly. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. Bottom tucked under. Micro bend in the knees. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 20. Good. Can we do 10 more? Making those arms ache. 2, 3. No weights, but still making the arms ache. It's quite effective. Lovely. Round and down. Roll the shoulders a couple of times, but we have still a little bit more arms to do, if that's a good sentence. Stretch the arms back like so, and pulsing in and out like that. Again, bottom under, tummy in, shoulders down. Relax your breathing. Palms facing out, awkward. Gives you a little bit more work to do through the arms though. Good stuff. Ah, relax down. It's a lot of work, isn't it? Brilliant. So, toes pointing out, heels together, enter the ballet phase. Tuck your bottom under, drop the shoulders, bend both knees, keep tucked, point the toe to the side. So we're not straight to the side, we're about 45 degrees. Good. Be prepared to lift that leg. So before you even lift it, I want you to really think about it. What's it going to take to lift that leg without hitching this hip up? So hands on the hips help, drop the shoulders, lift the leg with a locked knee. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't roll that other knee in. Keep it rotated out, keeping the arch lifted. To the side, to the front. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Just tapping the toe. 9, 10. And just to finish this off, keep it at that nice angle to the side and point and flex. 2, 3, 4. Keeping that hip down. 5, 6, 10. Lovely. Bring that in. Take the weight onto the other foot without leaning over, of course. Keep yourself nice and upright. Out of that lovely 45 degrees. Check in with that standing leg. Make sure you squeeze your glutes. Everything's working nicely. Up and down. Keeping the hips level. 2, 3, 4, 6. Take a nice breath. Side and front. 2, 3. Keeping that knee locked. 4, 5, 6. Keep the standing leg rotated out. 9. Lifting up the arch on the standing leg. Foot. Keep at 45 degrees there. Point and flex the ankle. The tummy working as well. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bring that leg in. So, Achy arms, achy glutes, thighs. I think that's enough in standing. Stand on the end of your mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Tuck the chin and curl all the way down. Let your head go heavy, your arms go heavy. I put a beautiful picture on Instagram this morning of a skeleton doing this in this position, just to see what the spine does while you're here. It's a really nice picture if you're this way inclined. Bend and straighten each knee. And my piece of advice on there on Instagram was, you know, our bodies are designed to do this kind of thing. Lots of people are scared of bending forwards. Unless you have any particular back condition, it's something that is really useful to be able to do. You wouldn't lift anything heavy from here. Good. Nice. Coming forwards onto your hands and knees. Okay, so we're going to continue with this funny pulsing that we've been doing in standing exercises. So if you stretch your right leg back, keep your bottom tucked under, lift, and I want you just do that nice pulse up and down there. Feel what you have to do around your abdominals and around the rest of your body to pulse and keep that nice and strong. Good. Last 10. Brilliant. Bring it in. Stretch the other leg out, lift, and pulse up and down. Good. Stay strong through those arms. Brilliant. I'm going to swap sides so I don't have enough room, but I would like you to take the leg out to the side there and pulse up and down with the leg to the side. Again, straighten the elbows, check the rest of the body. And try not to rotate to the side with the hips too much as well. Good. Bring that down. And then swap around again. Other leg out to the side and pulse up and down there. Good. Nice. So funny pulses with the arms now. With the left arm, stretch forwards, lift. Take stock of what your right arm has to do on the floor. Pulse up and down with that left. Side, lift, and pulse. Feel what your tummy has to do to make sure you're still and stable as you've got that pulsing movement. Down, back, and up and down. So they're just like hundreds really, but on your hands and knees. Lovely. Right arm out forwards, lift and pulse. All of this is really lovely for toning the body, which is really useful for strength and stability, but also looks better. Good, you don't have to rotate like me, it's just for space. Side, lift, and up and down. Nice. Behind you, and up and down. Keeping your tummy strong. Very good. Sit back and let those arms hang briefly. Relax your head. Good work. Okay, so coming around into the mermaid position after that exertion, it'd be good to do a few stretching exercises. So stretch this left arm out to the side, right hip down towards the floor, not, yes, great if it can hit the floor, but don't worry, just keep it down. I just don't want it following. You'll end up lying down on your side like that, as tempting as that is. Try and keep that down. Okay, down onto the left elbow, right arm over. 1. Good. 2. Keep up tall and draw as big a semicircle as you can with that arm. 3. Good. 4. 5. Beautiful. Other side. Good, good. Keeping this hip down now. And going over to the other side, down onto the elbow, drawing that big semicircle with the arm. Even in this position now, drop the shoulders, drop the hand. Good. 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. 4. Last one. Nice. Good. Turning around, bending the knees there, feet flat on the floor. Pull up tall, drop your shoulders, arms, hands behind the head, elbows wide. Come back, scoop in, and pull your way up tall. That a little bit. Good. Curl back, tuck under, and pull up tall. Good. Bring the elbows together as you curl back. And pull up tall and open out through the elbows. Curl back, scoop in, elbows together, can they touch? Don't worry if they don't, could just be anatomy. Good, allow your hands to be free and come around the head a little bit. Great, 2 more. Lovely, bend forwards. Allow the back to stretch, point and flex, alternate ankles, just to intensify that stretch very slightly. Good. Okay, up tall, hands behind your head, bend your knees again. Curling back, elbows together, come up tall and rotate. Curl back, elbows together, rotate the other way. One way I'm sure will be stiffer than the other. Just work into it a little bit. Good. One more each side. Lovely. Relax again. Good work. Down onto the mat. Great. So, with your feet hip width apart and your toes pointing forwards, knees separated as well, hip width apart, find the arch in the back by rocking backwards and forwards with the pelvis. Find halfway. Tighten through your pelvic floor. Play around with those cues. It might be pulling the hip bones together. It might be tightening a sling underneath. Hip bone to sitting bone. Drawing in your belly button a little. But also keep the ribs down, chest open and chin tucked. Once you're there, lift and lower each leg. Up to tabletop. Going. Draw in your tummy. Nice, so let's move on to the next one. One knee out, come back up, and then the other knee out. This one, the aim is not to rock the hips from side to side. Just in case you'd forgotten, these are the really most important exercises in Pilates. All of the other stuff burns, it tones, it strengthens, but these are the ones that activate those deep muscles that hug the spine like a corset, and it is the basis of everything else. So the ones to concentrate on, to focus in on a little bit. If you have any time on the other days, these are the ones to probably do. Whether what you're looking for is toning, flattening, less back pain, anything else, these are the ones to concentrate on. Good. Stretch the leg out, pull the toes up, pull back in. Good, other leg, pushing out, pull the toes up, and then pull back in. Push out, good, sliding the leg along the floor. This is one you don't feel enormous amounts on, but be assured you have to work through the body to allow one leg to be free to push out. You have to stabilise. Good. Lovely. So I'd like to do a set of hundreds to activate the muscles on the front of the body here in order to do the next level of exercises much better. So if you crunch, keep that little arch in the lower back, stretch your fingertips down towards your toes, tighten through the pelvic floor, up and down with your hands. Good. Make sure the movements are not too big. Make sure your elbows are stretched and tight. The movement's coming from the shoulder. Crunch that little bit more than you want to, or than you think you can. Right hand behind the head, elbow nice and wide. Left arm up and down. Good. Swap sides, other arm stretching down by your sides, up and down. Elbow nice and wide, crunch that little bit more. Relax your breathing too. Brilliant. Okay, so that should have kind of got those front muscles, those six-pack muscles, rectus abdominis, squeezed a little bit, because they're the ones we need to kick in when we pick up two legs. So chin tuck, chest open, ribs down, right leg up, left, right down, left down. Draw in your tummy, keep the arch in the back, tighten through your pelvic floor, keep all those good things going on. Great. Lovely. Relaxing your breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth, separating it off from what's going on down here. Your breathing should be happening up in your lungs, obviously, but not affecting what goes on down here. Now swap legs seamlessly. Other leg first, up, up, down, down. Draw in your tummy. Brilliant. Keep that chin tucked, shoulders down. Even from the top half, it seems so far away from where all the action's happening, but the top half makes such a difference. Last one. Good work. Give your legs a shake. Let's come into a crunch. Stretch your arms down by your sides. See if you can stretch and tap the outside of each ankle, so similar to the hundreds. Good. Four more. Tapping each ankle as one. Good. Coming back down. Brilliant. Okay, so legs up to tabletop. One at a time. Good. Knees and toes together. Just open the knee. One knee at a time. One knee, other knee. Draw in your tummy. Lovely. Relax your breathing. Make sure those ribs are down all the time. Keep your toes in one point, at one point. Brilliant. Lovely, legs down. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Great. Okay, another upper body movement. Hands behind your head, feet hip width apart, elbows wide. Crunch and down. I want you to Tuck the chin as you crunch and look towards your belly button. I do notice some people with these ones will crunch using their neck, pushing the chin forwards. Crunch and tuck the chin. There's a lot more freedom of movement when you do that. 3, 4, maintaining that arch in the back. That's really important. If you flatten it, your tummy will push out. Okay. Push into each crunch. Get that little bit higher. Lovely. Let's do 5 more in this just straight position. 2, feeling good today. Brilliant. And come back down. All right. We can have both legs in tabletop or just one if you feel that's better for you. So the 2 legs in tabletop thing, we're going to crunch, have our right hand behind the head, left leg on the right thigh. Left hand on the right thigh, other legs coming in and out. But as you can see, you can have this leg down on the floor if you want to, like that, and you just have to push from afar. So choose your option, push into the leg as you stretch out the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Good. We've got to come down in between, really. Let's have the knees and toes together and roll them gently from side to side. Good. Just to ease off any tensions that may have built. Lovely. Legs up. Crunch. Cross over. Right hand, left thigh. Left hand behind the head. Stretch out your right. 1, 2, pushing into your thigh. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fabulous. Bring your knees in. Good work. Feet on the floor, heels close to your bum, shoulder bridges, tucking under, curling up. And curl back down. So there's your first one. Arms up in front of you. As you curl up, I want your arms to come up above the head. As you come back down, all the way down, crunch and tap your knees. Good. Reset yourself with a little arch in the back and then tuck under, curl up, arms up above the head. Curl down, crunch. Tuck under, curl up. Curl down and crunch. I'm just going to move down the mat a little bit. Tuck under, curl up, arms up above the head. Curl down and crunch. So when you curl down, come from the ribs first, find the arch in the back, then crunch. That's the trick on this one. Tucking under, curling up. Breathe in, breathe out, curl down, find the arch, crunch. Good. Find your own timing. Working my way up the mat, it's like doing a caterpillar. Last one. Curl down and crunch. Fabulous. Okay, on to your side. Good work. So, prop your head or come up on the elbow, wherever you feel most comfortable. Tuck your ribs back, tuck the hip back, scoop and tuck your bottom under, knees on top of each other, feet on top of each other, and lift that knee. Remember, the more strict you are with your positioning, the more blocked that hip will feel. And that's a good thing. You want that hip to be blocked. You want it nice, strict movement. It's only blocked because if you put yourself in the right position, only one little muscle can do the movement. And also you're not letting that top hip rock back. So that's the trick. Don't let that top hip rock back. Keep scooping in the tummy at all times. Good. Feet up and lift the knee. Good. Normal to feel it on the bottom hip. Often means you're doing it right. But if you don't feel it there, it doesn't mean you're not doing it right. It's complicated, isn't it? But it is normal to feel it on the bottom hip. I am especially today, so some days you will, more than others. Pulsing at the top. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bottom leg down, stretch out the top leg, forwards and backwards. Show the sole of your foot to the camera. Hope they're clean. 6, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Bring that leg down. Coming over to the other side. Have a quick drink. Bottom hip tucked back, ribs tucked back, bottom scooped under. Good. Feet together, knees stacked on top of each other, feet stacked on top of each other, lifting that knee. Embrace the tightness that you feel there. Good. And feel free to move around as much as you feel like you need to get yourself into that correct position. And breathe. Lovely. Feet up, carry on. Stay at the top and pulse there. Push into your feet together if you want to. There's no bad thing there. Nice, stretch that top leg out and forwards and backwards. Show the sole of your foot to the camera. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. Great. Bring that leg down. Okay. Turning over onto your front. Make a pillow for your head. Tuck your chin. Pull those shoulders down away from the ears. And then we're flexing through that right leg. Point the toe, flex, all the way down. Flex the toe. Point the toe and down. Now give myself a little bit more room. Left leg, point all the way down. Flex, point, and relax to the floor. Now keep your bottom tucked under and your tummy strong. Off we go again. Point, down, flex, point, and all the way down. Off we go again. Nice relaxed one here. Swap legs again. Good. Point, flex, point. Let's go through it one more time each leg. Last one. Nice. Bring those elbows underneath your shoulders. Have your hands making a little diamond shape there. Good. Try to lift your tummy up off the floor by tucking your bottom under a little bit and lifting up through the belly button off the floor. Drop your chest down to the floor and then pull up and away. Drop the chest down and pull up and away. Another way to think about it is pull the shoulder blades together and then separate them. Shoulder blades together and separate them. Try for it not all to happen at the top of your neck. Try to lower that movement down to that mid upper back. Good. And you should feel it tiring around those shoulder blades there doing that movement. tuck your toes under, come up onto the elbows. Draw in the tummy, bottom not too high, shoulders above the elbows. Now straightening one leg out at a time, straighten and down. Feel the stretch through the calf, lodge your foot into the floor, feel the stretch through the calf. Another 10. Ooh, click. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Come down to the floor. They're hard, those ones. You just want them to be done. Bend one knee. Stretch there. Rest your head as well. Stretch. Tuck your bottom under. Using your abs a little bit. Good. Nice, bend the other knee. Good. So just stretching through the front of the quad and the front of the thigh there. Great stuff. Okay, turning over onto your back. Holding on behind one knee, the other knee is bent. We're going to bend and straighten, stretching through that hamstring. Bend and straighten. Keep your chin tucked, neck lengthened and shoulders down away from your ears. Even on these simple stretches, it's good to think about the whole body. Two more. Nice. Bring the foot down to the floor. Hold on behind the other and up and down. 3, 4. Crunchy knees are normal for this. Can be a sign that there's something not quite right there, but as long as it doesn't hurt to do it, then you're all right. Sometimes just tells you have a bit of a history there. With both feet together, drop both knees out to the side. Squeeze through your glutes and that will open out the fronts of the hips. Good. Turning onto the side, back into that clam position. Tuck the bottom hip back, make a pillow for your head with the other arm and the top arm stretched out to the front. Breathing in as the arm comes up, breathe out as you take the arm over. If you're stuck for a little bit of space like me, bend the elbow and you can bring that down to the floor. Up and down. Good. Breathing in, breathe out as you take the arm over. Good. And back to the front again. Breathing in, breathing out as you rotate. Too many plants. Good. Good. Breathing in, breathing out as you rotate. Keep those knees stacked. Good. Lovely. Coming over to the other side. One hand underneath your head there. Breathe in, breathe out as you rotate, bending the elbow to come down. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. As long as the chest is rotating, it doesn't matter too much what's happening with that arm. It does help you stretch your pecs if you have a nice straight arm though. Good. Nice. Last one. Fantastic. Coming onto hands and knees again. Step one foot in front of you and bring the arms straight up. Lunging forwards into it with the arms up. Good. Bring the hands down to either side of your front foot. Tuck the toes under and straighten out the back leg if you can. With your right arm up and to the floor, closest arm to leg. Up to the floor. 3, as close to the floor as you can. Mine's not reaching today. 4, obviously feeling tight. 5. Stretch that leg back, other one forwards, okay? Bend the knee and put it on the floor if you need to, / want to. Good, stretch up, down to the floor. 1. 3. Last one. Brilliant. Both hands on the floor, drop your hips down and arch your back. Breathe in and out. Lovely. Tap your toes under at the back. Stretch your bottom up and drop your shoulders towards your feet. And then walking one heel down at a time. Walk your hands to your feet. Brilliant. Hanging there briefly. Head heavy, arms heavy, shoulders heavy. Bend and straighten each knee. And curl your way up. Good. Rolling the shoulders. Well done, guys. Good session today.